on live like Rick. Sit down quick. Whole chat look around like, where the hell Rick? Camera pan left, camera pan right, not a single paw print anywhere in sight. Used to show that dog every stream she ran, now we vanish like smoke when the questions land. My dogs ain't for entertainment, that's the line she picked. But last year every live had a star and roll Rick. Now she taught to the air like a haunted house skit. Rick stopped barking while the room stay lit. Ghost dog wagging in imaginary zone. Whole audience watching like a Twilight show. Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking to the ceiling while the comments fly. Ghost dog Rick in the live stream mix. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking to the ceiling while the comments fly. Ghost dog Rick in the live stream mix. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. When the dog don't exist. Months back, trouble when the bite went down. Next thing you know, Rick ain't nowhere around. Story got quiet, pictures went slick, but the legend lives on in the myth of Rick. Now she point to the floor like he laying right there, but the silence in the room say nobody share. If the camera turned just a couple more feet, that invisible part might expose the deceit. Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking to the ceiling while the comments fly. Ghost dog Rick in the live stream mix. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking to the ceiling while the comments fly. Ghost dog Rick in the live stream mix. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. When the dog don't exist.
All right, so that's good. So if you guys can hear it, that's all that matters. I'll work with it. All right. So that was that. Let's get back to the regular shit. Thank you. I try to make it a little entertaining, a little bit of everything. We got some more coming up later with some other original songs. That was the Rick song, though. Thank you for the corgi. All right, let's get back to the video. Oh, shit. Thank you, Mabel. That was dope. All right. Okay, let's get back. So let me scoot down a little bit. So the motel's already paid for, yeah? So let's thank you for the glaucoma and the dinosaur in there. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. Much love.
I just have to work at 7 in the morning, so I'm probably not going to get any sleep. But I have no choice, because if I can't raise the last $48, then we're not going to be able to stay in the room and we'll be stuck. So
quickly, this was on 10:15. Just so you know, let me see if I can just scoot up quickly. You see, that's 10:15. So remember that date. The next one is going to be 10:16. So, but that one was 10:15.
Me and my little babies, my fur babies.
This was
I'm
10:16.
$44 short for the room. I was gonna see if 4 people would be willing to help with $5. Or I mean, I'm sorry, 4 people. I'm sorry, I'm still half asleep. If 4 people would be willing to help with $10 and one person with $4. That really simple fish.
All right, so this is where you can see on here. And this, I got this big shout out to Exposing Jordan Paul. Love watching your live streams. Good job. But so if you look on that, yeah, the paper filter. So that's what she showed. And if you look on there, I don't know if you can see it, it says October 7th through October 23rd. So here she is begging on the 15th and 16th, but it shows check-in date the 7th and the checkout date the 23rd. Okay? And, you know, because that whole thing makes no sense. Like, no hotel is going to give you extra hours. Like, I don't care how great of a customer you are. They're not going to give you 3-4 extra hours every fucking day. That's just not, that just doesn't fucking happen. It's not anything that would ever happen. So, just a lie. A lie. So again, that's straight, that shit's facts right there. And I just made it bright so you could see about October 7th. All right, now we're going to get to the evictions. And I'll break them down for you. Because she always says she wasn't evicted. I know some people say 5, but I can only go off the 4 that, you know, I could find. So that's what I'm going to do. Just give me a second. Sorry, my son was texting me because he's out with his girlfriend. So, set the message him back. All right, so anyway, what you're looking at right now, that's eviction number 1. So during this, she was online saying she needed help with a deposit and rent. $1,900 she had raised for that. That way she could say house. People sent money. She got the $1,900. Her supporters showed up. They believed they were helping her stay in that apartment. Yet, here we are. Now we're going to go. That was August. And then November is when the eviction process started. They got her out finally in March. But November, so like 3 months later in a new place, again, the same story, emergency, rent crisis. She just needs help to get caught up. People were told if she could get the rent together, everything would be fine. Money was sent. But somehow eviction number 2 still happened. So, like, where's the money going that people are sending for rent and to help her and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Because she's getting evicted. These are legit eviction papers that you can find on the Franklin County website, court website. So can't say, oh, this is made up shit. This is actual receipts that anyone, any enabler, any misfit, whatever the fuck you want to be called, you can look this shit up. So now we're on number 3. So by this point, the pattern should be setting off alarms. You know, like if you're an enabler or a supporter, it should be like, you know, setting off some alarms. Because this isn't someone who never received help. This is someone who repeatedly asked for help and received money from people who believed they were solving the problem. And yet the problem never got solved. And finally, we got eviction number 4. Eviction number 4 right here. So 4 eviction, 2 years. Think about that for a second. 4 separate times, people were told she needed money to help keep a roof over her head. 4 separate times, supporters opened their wallets, and 4 separate times, the situation still ended the exact same way. So the real question isn't why are people talking about this? The real question is, where did the money go? I hate when people are like, oh, you know, why are you talking about it? That's not the real question. Where did the money go? Because if people were sending money specifically for rent, deposit, housing emergencies, and there's still 4 eviction filings on record, then something in the story doesn't add up. And that's not bullying. That's not harassment. That's just called accountability when money is involved. So that's crazy. Yeah, 4 times in 2 years. That shit's insane. I need to recalibrate my, there we go. I need to recalibrate that. So anyway, that's where we were with that. And now we're going to do the eviction dance. I got to find, all right, we're going to do the eviction dance. I'm not able to hear it. I'm going to play it on my phone so I can sort of dance to it while it's on and stuff. Alrighty. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get things prepped. Let me pull it up on my phone so I can listen to it while you guys listen to it, so I can get the dance going to it. Sorry. I had to do this because I can't hear it, but we want to keep it somewhat. The Rexon. I think it may be this one for me. Anyway, let me just start playing it for you guys. Well, I need to hear the shit. I'm going to turn it down way on my phone. Sorry. Okay. All right, I'm going to pause myself out. Here we go.
Yeah, 4 times, 2 years, that ain't bad luck, that's a pattern. Get out, sick, 4 moves in 2 years, that's wild, no doubt. Boxes in the hall while the neighbors look out. Landlord tired of the same old route, get out. Keys on the counter, leaves burned out. Another moving truck turning around. Whole crowd yelling when the beat gets loud. Get out. Stream set gaming, Fortnite night. Controller glowing in the LED light. Battle bus flying across the screen. Cash app link shining neon green. Chat hears the speech every single round. Dog food gas, can somebody help out? Little bite to eat, little drink tonight. Same old script every single fight. Claiming it's content, claiming it's play, but the donation pitch don't go away. Victory crown, nah that's down. Only crown earned is get out. 4 times, 2 years. Shit, 4 doors closed when the rent ran out. Moving boxes stacked like a fallout. Landlord tired, they done found out. Get out. Get out. New address, fresh start claim. Few months later, it's the same old game. Lease sign quick, camera on, but the moving truck ain't gone for long. Neighbors watching through the blinds like didn't they move here last summertime? Calendar flips and the rent comes due. Now the hallway filled with boxes too. Fortnite dance on the loading screen. Meanwhile the wish list growing green. Dog food, gas, snacks to eat. Same donation line on repeat. 4 doors closed and the pattern clear. Moving beers like they violent twin. When the bass hits heavy and the crowd draws near, everybody chants so the whole world hears. Said 4 times in 2 years, that's why no doubt. Every few months is another round. Nigga, don't you time to bounce out. Control up on the story the same. Gaming stream with a funny campaign. Every chat hearing that phrase again. 4 leases gone in a short time span. Moving truck coming like a baseline jam. 2 years running like a speed run plan, but eviction ain't the game, old fam. 4 times, 2 years. Get out. Shit, boxes packed and the rent ran out. Whole crowd yelling when the beat gets loud. Get out. Get out. Fortnite stream, but the chat all hears. Same old speech through the headphones here. Shit, boxes packed and the rent ran out. Whole crowd yelling when the beat gets loud. Fortnite scream but the chat all hears. Same old speech through the headphones here.
Sorry, I was talking to myself. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the gifts and everything like that. Definitely not necessary. I'm just glad you guys are back here with me. It's been over a year. Been just doing live stuff, and it's just been getting crazy with this whole Jordan shit. So I wanted to do a live, and I worked on it this whole week, just getting the songs together and everything like that. I wish the shit with my computer was working, but anyways, we'll roll with it. We're still gonna go. Let's get the video going. Thank you for the choo-choo train. Here we go.
I haven't, bro. Do you not understand? They started doing this to me when I had my own apartment and I was just doing game streams. They would still dox my apartment address and all that shit. Ask most of the... Hold on, let's see. Who's all in here? Who's all in here? Christina, Amy Everywhere, Bailey, Kimmy, Will, Dawn. There's a lot of people in here. Have I not? Have they not harassed me since I was doing my game streams? When I would just play the game, we'd listen to music, and sometimes I even put a paranormal show on, or like a horror movie on. Have they not done it? Did they not dox my apartment address? Did they not make fake accounts with my apartment address, and it had a picture of my actual apartment as the profile picture? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
All right, so these are just some of the people. Well, let me just give my opinion on this whole thing. Because at the end of the day, like if you, I call them useful idiots, the misfits, whatever the fuck you want to call them, enablers. But like, before anybody gets offended, let me explain, what that term like actually means. Like, a useful idiot is someone who thinks they're helping someone, but in reality, they're being used to push a narrative or support behavior that isn't true. So just like when she's like, thank you, can I, and she'll especially if you notice, like, no one will respond, and then she'll go into a list and be like, Crystal, Michael, this, that, and the third. She does it every time if they don't say agree with her and stuff like that. So basically, like I was saying, useful idiot, they're supporting behavior that actually, like I was saying, isn't true. They're not the mastermind behind it. Obviously, that's Jordan. They're just the ones knowingly keeping it going. And when it comes to Jordan, that's exactly where we're seeing a lot of the people she calls the misfits. Some of these people generally think they're helping her. They think they're supporting someone who's struggling. But the problem is, support without accountability turns into enabling. All right? And enabling is what keeps the entire situation going. We're talking about 5 fucking years now, at least, because I can go back to 2021 and we'll see that in a little bit. So the enabling is what's keeping us going. And let me give you the perfect example. Before, when I showed the video where it was, she showed the brown dog, and clearly it was Rocky because Rick is gray, and people watching it noticed it and immediately called her out. Like, the people out of the haters or the trolls or the stalkers or whatever immediately called her out because they saw it also. But then she's like, misfits, then you just see, well, she didn't say misfits, but then you just see Rick and not Rocky, and suddenly the chat is full of people saying yes, even though we just saw what we saw, like on the video I showed earlier. It was 1,000% Rocky. It wasn't Rick. But she gets these people to agree with her. And even though everyone else watching with their own eyes could see that it wasn't Rick. And that's what I'm talking about when I say useful idiots. People so committed to defending the story that they'll agree with something that is visibly not true. And that kind of blind agreement creates an echo chamber where reality stops mattering. You know what I'm saying? So now let's talk about the money side of it. Every time there's a new emergency, every time there's a new hotel room, every time there's a new crisis, people send money. And again, they think they're helping. But what they're actually doing is they're funding the lifestyle that keeps the cycle going. Because if someone can just get up on live, tell a story, money shows up, why would anything ever change? There's no incentive to fix the situation if the internet, sorry, I'm losing track of thought. If the internet keeps paying to maintain it. So these misfits that think they're protecting her, but what they're doing is shielding her from the consequences that might actually force change. And the uncomfortable truth, useful idiots don't realize they're being used. Okay? So these people don't realize they're being used. They think they're being loyal, but loyalty without critical thinking is exactly how people get manipulated. So if you don't use your critical thinking skills, that's how you get manipulated. And in the long run, it doesn't help her. It just keeps her exactly where she is. Where she is where she was 5 years ago, in a fucking motel room. So they think they're helping, and 5 years later, we're still in the same spot. So, you know, that's what I have to say about that. But anyways, sorry for going off. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to play the video. My bad. So these are just some of them: Cali Hood, Tequila, Mockingbird, Will 5925, and they're all little snitches that go, "Oh, someone sent me a message." Who the fuck cares? You know, I've seen the messages people send. They're nice messages trying to warn them, "Hey, do research on Jordan." They're not like, "Oh, you fucking scum." You know, like, it's so weird that they always have to run and tell her, "Oh, someone sent me a message." Okay, and Glory's. Oh man. Anyway. Let's go begging on the game stream.
99% of the people that have followed me since I had my own place and I did game streams. But if anybody would be willing to help, their bag of food, it's $38 plus tax. So that's why I was just trying to get like $40.
But wait, I thought the game streams were you just gaming and chilling out. But I mean, it was probably just this one game stream. Probably just
that should be plenty. If anybody be willing to help, I'm trying to raise $40 so I can get gas to make it to work, and then get something to eat, and like a Gatorade or two or a pop or two to take with me to work.
So I mean, right there, it just again shows the bullshit. So when she goes live and says, you know, before I was in a motel, I had my own place, you know, I just did game stream. It's like, no, we have fucking videos, dude. We see it with our own eyes. And that's why these people that agree with her, that have been there, these misfits or whatever they want to be called, it's like, you know that's not true. You know she got on there asking for Gatorade, asking for gas, asking for food for the dogs. Why are you fucking lying for this person? Like, what is the fucking point? What do you get out of it? That's what doesn't make any sense, and that's the useful idiot thing. She's just using you to have you say yes so that it looks good for the people that she's trying to grab in the stream, the people that don't know about her. So the more people that say, oh, yeah, she just did live streams, and then these people started harassing her, and then all of a sudden, you know, things went sideways, and she got homeless, and blah, 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 and she just needs help. No, this is going on for years. So, anyways. All right. Let's, I need to take a drink, and we'll do a little dance break, and then we'll get into the school money lie. So give me a second. I'm just going to pause myself right here. I just meant mute myself, not pause myself.
Jordan Paul,
You a scam in disguise. Begging TikTok daily, feeding people lies. Talking about a job, I'm security, trust me. But you wearing the same hoodie, smelling all musty. Same jeans, same tee, 7 days in the loop. Claim you on a shift, but you high off that goop. Your car drinking gas like a shuttle to Mars. But everybody know it's just pills in the car.
Lily Reaper.
Need money for rent, for gas, for a snack. Where at? But truth is, you need that powder pack sack. Begging for a bite, for the dog, for the Gatorade.
Literally, bro.
TikTok's ATM, scam is how you get paid.
Cash App.
Bank killed your car, yeah right, that's the story. Blaming kill switches while you itching for glory. Been scamming since TikTok first hit the app store. Ain't slick, we seen your con plenty before. Ain't no security guard, that's pure fiction. Fairy tale, only thing you secure is your addiction. Crackhead, your hustle so tired it's begging for sleep. Got junkie math, $40, 7 days a week. Daily need money for rent, for gas, for a snack. Come on. But truth is, you need that powder pack sack. Powder up, begging for a bite, for the dog, for the Gatorade. Literally, bro. TikTok's ATM, scam is how you get paid. Ka-ching! Teeth looking rough, enamel decayed. Roaches moving in, throwing parades. Bottom row black like abandoned streets. Bugs having cookouts between your teeth. 5 evictions, 2 short years. Damn. Girl, you setting records, let's all cheer. Yeah. Should get a trophy, put it on your shelf. Dang. Right next to them honor rolls you gave yourself. Jordan Paul, you a TikTok clown. Begging for $1 just to smoke it down. Keep running that mouth, keep spinning that yarn. We'll be watching you crash like a broke down car. Skirt, skirt.
Alrighty. Let me get my character back in. Skirt, skirt. That's my favorite part, the skirt, skirt. Thank you for the money gun. Alright, let's get back to the video. Alright, so the school money lie. The school money lie. Here we go. Let's get this sussed out.
It's getting closer to the start of the next semester, so I know we're getting closer and closer, you know. Like I said, once I get my school money, everything, it's going to be a game changer.
I just wanted to stop that for a second. The whole game changer thing. See how she uses that now with the job is going to be the game changer. But at the end of December, January, the game changer. Yes. Thank you, Barris. The game changer is just for school. Anyways, sorry. I thought that was funny that she used the same line.
You know? So, I'm excited. I know once I get my school money, I'll be able to pay ahead on a place for us, and then we'll be good from then on out. Hey, Sherry. No, I do it online. I've been doing it online. Yeah, I take all my classes online. Middle of January, yeah. So slowly but surely. It's right around the corner. I mean, obviously, you don't get it as soon as you start the semester, but it's like 4 to 6 weeks after the start of the semester because they have to make sure you're doing your. I feel that they have to make sure you're doing like your schoolwork and stuff. What's up? I'm alright, guys. I just cannot wait. You guys have no idea how excited I am to get my school money, because then we'll be okay. You know, first of all, you don't get your school money the first day you start, dumbass. It takes 4 to 6 weeks after the start of the semester to get your money back.
All right, and hers, I mean, magically hers started on a fucking Saturday, but whatever, we're not even gonna but 4 to 6 weeks, she would have had the money by now. Everyone, I mean, so we're just going by Jordan time frame, but we'll see how Franklin University, and I didn't put that out. The Franklin University, she put that on her own video. So she put that out there. She wants to blame other people for doxing her college, but she actually put that she was going to Franklin, that she transferred to it. So anyways.
That's how I know you don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. Everybody knows you don't get your school money the first day you go to school. They have to make sure you're doing your work and shit first. Dude, I don't know why they think like the first day of school that you get your school money, but they have to make sure that you are doing your schoolwork. And that they check your attendance, they run an audit. I don't know why you think that you get your school money just like that, but that's not how it works, because then everybody would do it and never do their schoolwork just to get the money. They have to make sure you're doing your schoolwork, you have a certain grade point average, and of your attendance. They run an audit. And they're not just running an audit on a single person. They have to do it for all the students at once. Stop acting like you know everything about everything, because you really don't. Students at once. Stop acting like you know everything about everything, because you really don't.
Okay, I emailed the financial aid department because I was curious, and I was just, asking basic questions. I didn't need to know anything. I just wanted to know how their financial aid stuff worked and stuff like that, because for me, it was different when I was in school. So I was surprised that, I know I did in a different state, but FAFSA is, it's federal. So I know Ohio, they have their own state program. In New York, they have TAP, to get not loans, but grants and stuff like that. So I just need to, check on it to, see how different it was from New York, basically. So basically, she told me to, go, it all depends on, what do you call it? Their scheduling, how it's dispersed and stuff like that. So we'll get to that here in a second. The disbursement schedule. Okay, so let's walk through this slowly, and it may be hard to see and stuff like that, but you can again pull this up if you go to Franklin University, their website, and you look under financial aid. You'll be able to pull this shit up. But let's walk through this slowly, and this is where the story starts falling apart. So this chart shows a typical financial aid timeline for an online term that started on January 19th. I think it was a Saturday. Maybe it was the 17th or 19th or whatever at Franklin University. So when you look at the first row, the term starts. Right after that, within about like a week, the school has what's called the add drop period. That's where they confirm students are actually like enrolled in classes that they signed up for. Because you have like that first week to drop classes or grab classes and stuff like that. Then comes the attendance verification. For online classes, that just means you're logged in, participating in like discussion posts, submitted something. That happens early in the term, usually like within the first couple of weeks. Now here's the important part. Financial aid like FAFSA loans, Pell Grants, Ohio State aid, it doesn't go straight to the student, it goes to the school first. I mean, a lot of people already know this, and it pays the tuition, and then anything left over becomes a refund. The refund usually starts happening early to mid-February for a term that began January 19th. And once that money actually hits the student account, and there's a credit balance, federal, because I looked into this, federal rules say that a school normally has about 14 days to send that refund out. Usually they do it a lot quicker. They don't wait the whole 14 days. They'll usually send it out quicker. But let's just play along with the time frame and give it the 14 days to send it. So if you look at the timeline here, the refund windows are roughly February into early March at the latest. Like March 7th would be the latest. And that would only be the latest that you get a student loan. We're not talking about like the grants or the aid, like the FAFSA aid and the Ohio State aid. We're just talking the March 7th thing is only if you took out a loan as a student. So no matter what, she would have gotten the financial aid. But at the latest, on the 7th, because that's the latest, she would have gotten, if she took a loan out, she would have gotten that. So now here's where the explanation we're hearing, it just doesn't make sense. The claim was that school is doing audits on all students and their grades and attendance before giving refunds. And that's why the money hasn't come yet. But schools don't audit grades before refunds. Grades don't even exist yet at the beginning of March for an 8-week or 15-week term. That just doesn't happen. You don't get your grades yet because you're in the middle of the term. They just make sure you're going to class. So that's bullshit when she says it's for the grades. You don't have any fucking grades. So that's a lie. What they check is enrollment, like I said, and attendance, and that happens right at the beginning of the term, not 6 weeks later. Schools aren't like sitting there in March going, hold on, everybody, we need to audit every student's grades before we release financial aid refunds. That's just not how the federal financial aid system works. It's not how it works. So if someone started January 19th-ish and we're in March, the normal disbursement cycle would have happened like a month ago, and then the last of it would have, like I said, if she took out a loan, would have been March 7th. But she doesn't even talk about the loans anymore. Like, it's just, it just doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anyway, so that just disproves the whole student loan thing. And she doesn't do school. When is she doing school? She never talks about school. She was so excited to start school, but she never talks about school anymore. Not like, oh yeah, this class. Instead she'll just sit there and talk about fucking, bipolar fucking weather. Yeah, it's the fucking winter, dude. What do you expect? It's the winter getting near, we have some days it snows, some days it rains, some days it's a little warmer, some days it's a little colder. That's just how shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, to go on and on and on about it is crazy. But anyway, so that's just another lie that disproves the game changer of the student loan. That never existed. So that's just total bullshit. Anyway, so I think that's the last of the student loan thing. Okay, so I have a student loan song, song. So we're going to go to that right now. Hold on. Let's do that one.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's take that down. Let me mute myself.
Yeah. Haha. Jordan Paul on the screen with the crocodile tears. Got a brand new story every couple of weeks. Says she back in school, reefing checking the mail, but the timeline smell like a yard sale tale. 2 whole months with the same routine, still waiting on my loan. Yeah, we heard that scene. Every day a countdown, every night a plea, but a refund don't take a whole season to beat. Talking destination trailer like she's stacking racks. Whole mansion on wheels in the near future facts, but the numbers look drunk like bubble and sway. Every promise she makes just fades in a day. Refund coming, that's the chance she sold. 2 months later, that story get old. Destination camper in the cloud somewhere. Paid with dreams in imaginary air. Tick-tock tip jar rattling loud while she spins new fiction for the crowd. If excuses were cash, she'd be wealthy for life, but the truth cuts deeper than a repo knife. Brand new plot, got a job starting soon like she hit the jackpot. Next month money, next month plan, next month always the promised land. But 8 months back when the repo man rose, snatched the car like a dad. I'm pitting cold if the bank said nah to a beat up pride. How you buy a camper with your credit fried? Dollar store dreams with billionaire talk, cold traded palace built out of sidewalk chalk. On a brainstorm truth in the picture dissolved. That fantasy math just refused to solve. Refund coming, that's the chance she sold. 2 months later, that story get old. Destination camper in the cloud somewhere. Paid with dreams in imaginary air. Tick-tock tip jar rattling loud while she spins new fiction for the crowd. If excuses were cash, she'd be wealthy for life, but the truth cuts deeper than a repo knife.
sequel, same old play. Cry a little louder, hope the chat will pay. Future job, future loan, future everything. But tomorrow never shows what the goals she brings. Sail castle on wheels, built from promises nobody feels. Loan ain't late if it never was real. That's the twist she don't wanna reveal. Try to finally see through the smoke and the spin. Every last dream, hustle wearing thin. In the club and trim up in the Wi-Fi gun. All that's left is the end of a bar record, yeah. Yeah. Refund season came and went. Trailer still parked in imagination. Rap.
Thank you all. Thank you all for the likes. That's insane. Over 2 million likes. Thank you, Botanical Beauty, for the penny in the chat. Thank you all for the gifts. Holy shit, that's crazy. Y'all are nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Glorious Geordie? I don't know Glorious Geordie. I know Glory likes to stick up for Geordie a lot, but... That's crazy, though, all those likes. Holy shit. All right, let's get back to the video. Begging since 2021. Here we go, down memory lane, guys. Just so she tries to act like this is, like, sort of new and shit like that. That she hasn't been begging for a little while, but, you know, let's take a look-see.
So, I just wanted to update everybody. My orientation today went good. I did make it there and back, obviously. It went really well. Obviously I took these out. I dressed professional, you know. This is not the outfit I wore, I promise. This is just, you know, my look. So, but not for work, obviously. But, it went really well. I'm very excited. I mean, it's gonna be a minute before, obviously, I can roll in the first paycheck, but thank you to everybody that's been with me and has stuck through this whole journey and experience with me and has supported me. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do what you need to do, because you can, and nothing is permanent. So thank you, everybody. I love everybody. Thank you.
All right, quickly. So that was in June of 2021. So remember that she just started June in 2021, but she had been asking, you know, for money and thanking people for the help and stuff like that. So that was June 2021. Now let's go to July. This was July 27th, 2021. And you'll see it's the same shit. She's always yelling at people, and people, you'll see. She hasn't changed.
She's doing it because her friend, not even her friend, sent me $30 to do my laundry, which I did do. I didn't do it the same day she sent it to me. I did it the next day because there were free dryers the next day. So why would I do it that day, the day before when she sent me the $30, her friend did, when I could wait till the next day and be able to wash more laundry because I won't have to pay for dryers. Secondly, she's made at least 20 fake accounts just to sabotage all my videos. First of all, you don't know me, honey. I actually do need help. I'm trying to get on my feet.
Hold on one second. Glory, how about this? My life, I'm focused on my life. Obviously, you know, I haven't done a live stream in about a year. The issue with you is this, is that you are on the wrong side of this. Do you not understand? You're helping someone scam other people. So you're the bad guy. We're not the bad guys. You are the bad guys. I wouldn't let someone get mugged on a train without saying anything. I'm sure as hell not going to not say anything when people are getting mugged online by these people with their fake ass bullshit stories that are just made up and creating these emergencies and shit like that. And I'll get to that at the end because she tries to say, oh, I'm not doing anything, it goes to the room. And I'll explain what she's actually doing. But Glory, you're the problem. We're not the problem. Let's get this straight. You're the bad guy. You support someone that scams people, okay? You are the problem, not us. All right? So, sorry for interrupting that. I just happened to see her comment. My bad.
I'm praying that I get this construction job because it's $23 an hour. But secondly, why are you the one trying to talk shit and...
Hold on a second. Sorry again. The thing with T4W, whatever, the stalker, whatever you want to call her, if she's going live and getting gifts and stuff like that, whether you agree with it or not, people should get gifted, shown live streams, if people are entertained, because Jordan blocks everyone, so no one can even go into Jordan's room, because if you don't talk in Jordan's room, you get blocked. Oh, you haven't talked for 5 minutes, you're blocked. So if people want to gift her, she wasn't asking for, oh, I need people to send me a lion, I need someone to send me a universe. People were, gifting her. That's on their own fruition. That's their choice. They're not being told, listen, if you don't give me this, I'm going to be kicked out of a hotel. Do you not understand the difference? Like, are you that simple-minded that you can't understand the difference what Jordan does and by someone getting gifted while streaming her? It's a big difference. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you, because TikTok, they have gifts, and the gifts are meant to give to people. And again, people have different opinions on whether people that stream, people should get gifts and stuff like that. I'm not going to get involved in that whole thing. I personally, when I just do my streams when I used to restream people, I didn't have my gifts on. But that's a personal choice. That doesn't mean the person that has the gifts on is wrong. That doesn't mean I'm right. If people want to give, no one's forcing them to give gifts at the end of the day. But people are being manipulated into giving money when you're saying, first of all, you're lying, saying you have 2 dogs when we've proved she only has 1 dog. That's been proven. And if you want to be ignorant to that, if you want to be willfully ignorant, that's on you. But there's a big difference between getting gifted, doing a live stream, and, because a lot of these people can't even go into Jordan's lives anymore. So they're ending up in these live streams because they're either blocked. Well, no, they're blocked. So they're in these live streams. And if they choose to gift, no one's forcing them to. And that's what it is at the end of the day. If you don't want to give someone during a restream because you think, hey, it's not really content, you're just streaming someone, that's your choice. If you want to give someone gifts because you're enjoying being able to watch it and visit with other people and shoot the shit, that's also your choice at the end of the day. But when you're creating emergencies, saying I'm going to be kicked out at 11, when you're not going to be kicked out at fucking 11, and you're using your 2 dogs, even though you only have 1 dog, you're manipulating someone that wouldn't normally give money to give money. Do you not see the difference? It's quite simple. Fuck. Just plain ignorant fucking people. Sorry.
Lie when you have no idea what you're talking about, when your friend is the one who sent me the $30 to do my laundry and she's not even sabotaging me or talking shit about me or even mad at me. So why do you feel it necessary to run your fucking mouth when you don't know what you're fucking talking about? Huh? How am I scamming people? Yes, I have multiple things of the same thing on my Amazon wish list, but that's so people can pick what they want if they decide to help. Not so they buy me 7 of the same fucking thing. Shut the fuck up. That doesn't even make sense. It's a variety so people can pick and choose if they want to help. And secondly, if somebody helps me, what the fuck does it matter to you? Are you butthurt? Are you mad because I have more followers than you? Are you mad because I have more support than you do on TikTok? I don't have support in my life, everyday life. So yes, I come to TikTok to talk to people and vent and ask for help. Yeah, I do. What the fuck is it to you? Sorry to everybody.
Oh, man, fuck these bitches.
All right, and I just want to clarify something. Okay. A lot of us don't have mommy and daddy. I don't know why people think that. It's called we're adults, okay? We have jobs. We make money. It's not that we have mommy and daddy and other people helping us. We're adults. You're not talking to 11-year-old kids that couldn't get a paper route. We're fucking adults. And we support ourselves. The issue we have, I couldn't care less if Glory, if you give her your whole fucking 401k, God bless you. That keeps her off the app. That means that's less people getting scammed by her. Give her all the money you fuck. I don't care. I only care about the people that go in there and feel bad for her. And think, oh, this girl needs help. And then you idiots are like, yeah, no, she really just had live streams that she just played games and now she's falling on hard times. That's where the issue is. I don't care if you sent her money. That's 100% fact. No one's jealous of anything. I'll do boxes at the end. All right.
Chess niggas, how y'all doing? I'm Latunche.
Damn it, I was really rolling. So anyways, so getting back to this, the first video that we showed, she was talking about how she had orientation. That was in June. July rolls around, that last video, she was talking about how she's going to start a construction job, $23.50 an hour. And now here we are in this August video. Please donate to help me get by till I start my Amazon job. So every month you're starting a new job. I mean, and do you keep these jobs? Like, where are these jobs? And it's like she thinks, oh, 23rd is going to be the game changer. How is it going to be a game changer? You're still going to need to beg for money. Even if that job was true. I mean, let's say you did walk into into 2 interviews, 2 different days, and they gave you the job right on the spot. Like, I know people that have been searching for jobs that are more qualified and have it more put together than Jordan that don't get callbacks for a fucking year. But all of a sudden she walks in, hey, got a backwards hat on, it just makes zero sense. Like, just these room temperature IQ of people, it's crazy. Craziness. So anyway, that's her in August of 2021 asking for money.
I'm a nuisance. On the real, no lie. I don't know.
At the end of the day, I don't really care what people think about me, because at the end of the day, I know I'm trying my best and I'm doing everything I fucking possibly can. Yes, I still need help sometimes, but I've come a long fucking way from where I was. This time last year, I was fucking homeless. Now I have an apartment. I'm in college. I'm working my ass off, trying to get ahead in life. I understand I still ask for help because sometimes I need it. Like, I don't have anybody else to turn to. And yes, to me it's worth it getting hated on just for maybe one person to actually help. So please, don't judge me when you don't know my story. Yes, I get it. I ask for help. I understand that. But to me it's worth it because I genuinely need it. Because one person might be nice enough and help me. So you can hate all you want, but I know the moves I'm making and I know I've come a long way from where I was. Period.
All right, so let's touch base on that. Has she come a long way? I mean, that was in 2022, April of 2022. She's literally in a worse position. At least she had her apartment at that time, one of the apartments before she got evicted. So again, how does the enabling help? How does it help? You explain to me how you enable and 4 years later, she's in the worst position than she was 4 years ago. Okay? It doesn't help. Giving her money obviously doesn't help. This is proof of it.
You know what? At this rate, I don't even care. I don't care. I'm not gonna try and get a tire. They can fucking impound my car. I don't give a fuck. People are so fucking heartless on here, and I'm so tired of being y'all's punching bag. So I'm done. I'm gonna sell my phone. I'm done. Like, bye. Y'all can go troll and fucking use somebody else as your punching bag, because I'm tired of it. Okay, I got good news.
All right, so that was 2022. Now here we are in 2023. Same shit, different day. Here we go.
News. Actually, I just got the email today that my background check came back for Spectrum, so I'll be starting with Spectrum really, really soon, and I'll be making $20 an hour, so...
Sorry that I'm stopping on that. Did you hear that? She's starting with Spectrum making $20 an hour. What did she just say about 2 weeks ago? That she's never made as much money with a job as she is making with this new job, correct? Like, am I the only one that heard that? I know I'm not the only one. Now I'm pulling a Jordan. Yep. All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Get the fuck out of here. Her and her bullshit.
Yeah, finally. I know this is probably a long shot, but I was gonna see if like anybody would be willing to help so I can get some food. If not, it is what it is. I know it's a long shot because people be mean on here anyways, but I'm hungry as fuck for real. I have not eaten anything yesterday. There's 143 people in here. If 7 people just sent $10 each, I could literally go take him right now. I'm trying to take my dog to the vet.
This was November.
Bree's the only person. Bree sent $10. I'm trying to raise 80 so I can go take him to the vet to be seen because his whole entire body... No, those are 2 different animals. See, now you're trying to twist shit up. My dog, Rocky, is acting so weird, his whole body will start shaking, and then he'll start doing like this grinding thing with his teeth, like he'll be like... But like he'll be drooling, bro. He'll be drooling. And then he's not like really eating very well. He's literally like getting skinny as shit again. I already asked. I still have to pay the 80 today. I've already asked. That's why I want to take him to the vet. If 7 people sent $10 each, that's right there. Or if 14 people sent $5 right each, that's right there. I'd rather...
Oh shit! All right, that was. But you see, this shit has been going on for at least 5 years that we can prove. Because 2021, we're in 2026, so that's been 5 years of her begging, and even her admitting that she's going to come on here and ask for money and stuff like that because she has no one that's going to. It's like, yeah, a lot of us don't have people that are going to give us money. No one just walks up to me. Yeah, here you go, Nick. Here you go. Here's $20. Have a good day. It doesn't happen. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. All right, let's get into this last part. It is illegal, even though she tries to say what she's doing is not illegal. I'll break that down for you. So, yeah. So hold on one second. Sorry, my son texted me, so I gotta reply quickly to him. Okay. All right.
There's nothing illegal about going live on your own live, minding your own business, and asking for people if they're willing to help towards the room, as long as you use it for the room. And I have proof that I use it for the room. So how is that? That doesn't make sense.
Hold on, let me get back to that because that's the end of my video. Hold on.
They're willing to help towards the room, as long as you use it for the room. And I have proof that I use it for the room. So how is that? That doesn't make sense.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to get into this. So, like, I just want, a lot of people with the whole Jordan thing and the race and the legal concerns. First, this isn't about attacking someone for being, poor, indigent, or asking for help. Asking for help, she's right, it's not illegal. People fall on hard times. Communities often step up to help. But the law draws a line when money is obtained through deception, okay? In Ohio, theft doesn't just mean physically taking something, from someone. And I know it's probably hard to read it on the screen, but under Ohio Revised Codes 2913-02, theft can also include obtaining money or property by deception. To understand what deception means, you have to look at Ohio Revised Code 2913-01. That statute explains that deception includes not only creating or reinforcing a false impression in order to cause someone to give you money or property. So, the key issue under the law is not simply whether someone received money, and even if she paid the hotel room with it. The issue is how that money was obtained. Now, let's look at the situation people have been watching, okay? So Jordan regularly goes live, tells viewers that she's about to be kicked out of the motel at 11 a.m. and urgently needs money or she'll be kicked out on the street. The statement, it creates a very specific impression for viewers. It makes people believe that homelessness is about to happen immediately unless they donate right then. And that urgency matters. People donate because they think they're preventing like an immediate crisis from happening. But later on, Jordan will say something like, I can show you the money went to the room. The problem in that statement doesn't actually address the real issue. The room, I do believe maybe the room is paid for with it. However, it's not paid for that day. It's already paid for ahead of time. So it appears to show that the donations are simply being used to pay ahead for like the next day at the motel. So she does get she pays for the motel. She'll send you a receipt, but she wasn't being kicked out. And there's an important detail people need to understand about how motels work. Hotels and motels, they don't allow guests to stay in a room 2, 3, or 4 hours past checkout every day while they try to raise money online to keep the room. That's just not how motel operations work. Checkout is at 11 a.m. If you want to stay another night, the room is normally paid for before the next stay period begins, or the hotel charges the next day's stay. So if the room is already active for the current day and the donations are simply being used to extend the stay like another night, then the situation being presented to the viewers is not the same as what's actually happening. The viewers were told that, an immediate emergency is happening right now. But the payment appears to be for tomorrow's stay, not the current moment. And under Ohio law, that distinction matters because the law focuses on whether the money was obtained, creating a misleading impression that influenced someone to donate. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's another fact that people have noticed. Jordan often tells viewers that me and my dogs will be out in the cold. But people watching have pointed out that there appears to be only one dog present, as we know that. There's only one dog. When she supposedly showed proof she had Rick, she was showing Rocky. And when you hear a dog bark when the telephone rings or anything like that, it's one damn dog barking. And like I said earlier, Rick was in her fucking grill every live stream she used to do. That's fact. You can go on YouTube, type in Jordan Paul TikTok, go back about a year ago, not even a year ago, every video, it's her, Rick standing on her, or Rick, oh, you're going to hurt Rocky. It happened every freaking live. And now the legal issue isn't whether someone owns a dog. Like, that's not the issue. The issue is whether statements are being made that increase emotional urgency and sympathy in ways that may be inaccurate. See, so people care deeply about animals. Saying that multiple dogs are going to be homeless increases the emotional pressure on viewers to donate money, and money quickly. And again, the law looks at whether false or misleading impressions are being used to obtain money. And now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because patterns matter. If someone asks for help once because they're short on a motel room, that's a hardship. Yeah, that's a hardship situation, and people understand that. But when the same emergency story happens every single day, it becomes something different. And I mean, we can do the math. So what? It's roughly, let's say, $100 a day is being collected from viewers, and that continues for what? About, let's just say, 5 months. So roughly 130 times 5, 150 days times $100. That's $15,000 fucking dollars. That's $15,000 in 5 months at $100 a day. That's crazy. Tax free. You're right. So the issue people are raising is not about one emergency situation. It's like the immediate crisis narrative is being repeated day after day after day in order to keep the donations coming. And that's exactly what the law, the Ohio Revised 291302, it exists for things like this. So when she says what she's doing is not illegal, that is not true. If you were coming on and saying, you know, this is to pay for my hotel room for tomorrow, I need money, that's different. You're saying you're going to be kicked out at 11 o'clock. So that creates this false narrative, this false emergency, and people are going to send money that normally wouldn't send money. And that is the crime in all of this. And I mean, let's be clear, I'm not a judge, I'm not a fucking prosecutor determining whether a crime has occurred. It's up to law enforcement and the courts. But when people ask why the situation is being discussed, like, you know, Glory and the other useful idiots, and why it raises concerns, the reason, it's simple. It's because generosity should be based on accurate information, not on a story that like creates panic about an emergency that doesn't actually exist, and the way it's being presented. So, I mean, that's where, you know, she doesn't think she's breaking the law, but she did break the law, basically. So I need to take a drink, so I'm going to play another song, play a drink, and then if anyone wants to jump in the box, the boxes will be open because that's my presentation for the night. So hold on one second.
Center the day, that's the game she plays. Same old story, different day. Sorry, why the money in display? If you believe it all, okay. 97 a day, that's the game she plays. Same old story, different day. Sorry, why the money in display? If you believe it all, okay. But not a use in 10, 1 cent, 7. Nah, that line sound like emotional accounting lessons. Got the same plea memorized word for word. Say it so much, it's practically preserved. Sorry, I'm just watching for fake accounts. Why the same donation bar slowly counts? Bring the dog, yeah, the story got thin. One dog real, one ghost in the wind. Destination land, wind's coming real soon. Park right next to her vacation to the moon. School money pending in administrative well. Probably chilling with Bigfoot and wishing well. 97 a day, that's the game she plays. Same old story, different day. Sorry, why the money in display? If you believe it all, okay. Got hired twice on the spot today, yeah, and I got 3 Lambos parked in my driveway. No background check, no drug test either, yeah, and I just met a unicorn named Rita. Game changer season, I won't beg anymore. Girl said that back in 2024. 5 years running this donation ballet. Same performance, just different day. And needless, nothing like this seems true. Meanwhile, reality just walked past you. If you believe every dramatic claim, I got oceanfront desert land to your name. 97 a day, that's the game she plays. Same old story, different day. Sorry, why the money display? If you believe it all, okay. 97 a day, that's the game she plays. Same old story, different day. Sorry, why the money display? If you believe it all, okay.
Okay, I don't want my face to be in there. Okay, yeah, audio.
Will you hit your hotspot for me? I'm okay.
All right. So, thank you. I'm doing a heart. I can't hear my guests. This sucks. I cannot hear my guests.
You can't hear
So I'm gonna have
us?
to I'm gonna listen on my phone. So I'm gonna mute and listen to the guests and then talk. All right, so guests can talk. Hold on 1 second. Let me at least bring it up for a second here.
Let us know when you're ready.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
No way.
All right, well, my biggest thing that I just wanted to, like, point out real quick is that she keeps using this excuse, right, every single day that, like, her stalker, and she's referring to Top 4 Ways every single day. But what she is not, like, going over is the fact that there's several other people that are streaming her on a daily basis. There are several other people, like, Top 4 Ways isn't the only one that doesn't like you, Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, she's not the only one that's restreaming you. She's not the only one that's has things to say about you. She's not the only one holding lives about you. She's not the only one. Like, there are other people that have these same opinions about you, Jordan. Like, this is what I don't understand. And then we have people like Glory that are quite literally fighting, going to bat for her. What has she ever done for you? You know what I mean?
And that's what I came up to talk about is Glory. So I don't want to cut you off, but
no, but what has she ever done? What has she ever done for you, Glory? Like, what has she ever done for you? She's not just somebody who's out on her luck. She's an adult. She's an adult who should be able to take care of herself at this point. She is somebody who quite literally shouldn't need people to give her money on a daily basis. And, you know, just a note here, the other day when she got kicked out of her hotel, like, she got that money for a new hotel real fucking fast. You know what I mean? Like, she got it real fast, and it was a sympathy grab.
I think it was like 17 minutes.
Yeah, no, she got it faster than she's been getting it because it's been slow lately. And another thing I want to point out too is what hotel is going to let you stay every single day for 3-4 hours past checkout time? None. I lived at a hotel for 6 months, almost a year. Like, none of them are going to do that. None of them are going to do that. The hotel has been paid for, people. Like, the hotel has been paid for this entire time. She is using this money for something else. And I'm not going to sit here and say what it is because I think we all already know. I've kind of covered it in my skits, you know what I mean? It's like if Jordy tells the truth, like, type of thing. The hotel's paid for. The hotel is paid for, and like she's using you. She's using every single person who is sending her money. Like, and Glory, if you truly believe that she is just somebody who's been down on her luck for the last 5 years, then I truly feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you because, like, simply put, like, everything that the Penny Fairy said here tonight, that wasn't just like him talking. Like, he showed proof. He showed the documentation. He showed every single thing that there was to show. Every single thing. You can't dock that. Like, that was all truth. It was all truth. Like, I'm sorry, but she's using it for sympathy. She's like, my stalker. Before it was Top 4 Ways, it was Sam. It's always going to be a new stalker. You know what I mean? If Top 4 Ways was to drop off the app right now, it would be someone different. And you know what I mean? Like, it would be them and their posse. It would be like, it's always going to be someone or something that's giving Jordan a hard time and making her life hard. And she's always the victim. She's never, you know what I mean? She's always the victim. Always. And she's always going to be, because that's her mentality and that's how she gets her money.
No, and the only reason that I wanted to get in the box was to talk about Sam. Like, genuinely, if you look on this app and you were to look at Jordan's previous videos, she's been using this whole stalker and her posse, like, ploy. It's a tactic that she uses to garner sympathy and donations. And that's just that. Like, before it was Top 4 Ways, it was Sam. And she used to say the same type of things, that her stalker got her kicked out of the hotel, that, you know, she had served her with a restraining order, that Sam was lying about cancer. None of that stuff is true at all. It was a thing that she started using and people felt bad. And she felt good about the attention, the donation she was getting. And whenever she couldn't do it about Sam, she started blaming it on someone else.
And that's always how it'll be for Jordy. That's always how it'll be for Jordy. It's a new script. Like it's just like it's a script.
She started doing that like even back when she was with my sister. So the girl Bree that you guys hear her mention all the time is my sister. I pretty much grew up around Jordan and like.
Sorry.
Yeah. I also know Sam in real life too. She's a good friend from way back in the day. And like the way Jordan is like she will do and say whatever it is in her power that she can physically do and or say to get attention. It's textbook narcissist. Like that's how she was with my sister. You know, she's so quick to belittle everybody else that's around her. But then, you know, that's embarrassing for somebody like me and my sister because, you know, she's out here saying crazy shit about my sister and saying stuff about me as well. Sorry if I'm not allowed to cuss, but like, let's be real now. Like, Jordan would use my sister for a place to stay because her family fucking threw her out for countless things that I can't exactly go into detail on here about because it's not very TikTok appropriate. But like Jordan, like she's got a crazy history of substance abuse. I'll put it like that. And like I seen her when she like right before she started that, you know, and then it just like consumed her, you know, and that's part of the reason why her and my sister got into so many arguments and so many fights and, you know, this, that, and the third, because my sister was just trying to look out for what was best for her daughter, you know, my niece. And obviously having somebody that's hooked on substances, you can't have that around a child, you know? And she was like explosive whenever she didn't have her substance of choice, you know? And I caught a charge over this because she put her hands on my sister. My sister's only 4'10", 4'11", maybe, and Jordan is like 6'1". You know, I'm small compared to Jordan, but I went up. You know, what I say is I corrected her because. Like she wants to be the victim so bad, but she doesn't see the damage that she's done to people like Sam, my sister, myself even, you know, and it's crazy that people are still sitting here, you know, siding with her on all of this. You know, it's childish. Like people like you guys, you know, need to be able to freely what's the right word? Like, just call her out on her bullshit, you know? And it's sad that I see a lot of people that don't do that, you know? Like, I was one that did that. I got put in JDC because I was too young for domestic violence because she decided to put her hands on my sister. And my sister's tiny, dude. Like you guys could call me whatever name in the book you want, you know, but I was defending my sister. And Jordan's constant substance abuse has like completely altered who she was originally, and it's sad to see, you know.
No, and she's genuinely like, it's textbook narcissism. Someone who constantly is deflecting and trying
it's avoidance. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's what she does with, you know, instead of holding herself accountable, she flips that script to where she is the victim and, you know, she can deflect and you know, like I said, garner sympathy. That she has, you know, figured out that that's an avenue that she can use to, you know, exploit people and get donations and have them feel sorry for her. Because even like we saw in the Penny Ferry video, like there's another video where she's like, well, I guess no one's gonna help me. No one's gonna, you know, pay for this or send me money. So I'm just gonna get off this app and sell my phone. And it's like this weird, like, woe is me sort of video where you're like, what is she even doing? Because, you know, that's how she gets people to feel sorry for her, you know? And instead of her actually taking any accountability, that's like you know, it's like status quo for her.
Or the
Glory,
video,
you sitting here
Sorry.
saying that stop cussing because children are on this app, Glory, when you literally support a racist homophobic that shows her bits on this app on the daily. All Glory is an attention-seeking enabler. She supports one of the most vile person like on this app. I honestly think probably worse than Jordan. And that's all
Honestly-
she's wanting is the attention from all of you guys. That's why she's going against everybody.
Glory, why don't you come up and get into a box and like explain to us what your position on this is?
Glory won't, because Glory is
I've
not
never
who they
even
say
once
they
heard of
are.
this person before. I'm curious about what they got to say too, because
Same.
like I grew up person to person with Jordan. I have pictures and videos of us from way back in the day, you know.
So,
I'm
why
genuinely curious.
Why can't you come up and get into a box and just like explain what it is about Jordan that makes you feel the way that you feel? You know what I mean? Try to change some of our minds, because like this is why the awareness pages exist, is to try to show some truth on the things that Jordan doesn't want the truth shown on.
And I mean, we can talk like adults. Genuinely, I didn't mean to cut you off,
Yeah,
Sammy,
no,
but talk
no,
like
no.
adults. No one's here to bash you or cuss at you. But if you have a standpoint, let's see you get up here and you know, defend it and say why we shouldn't feel this way.
No, because like the Penny Ferry literally showed every single piece of like evidence that, you know what I mean? But there's plenty more. I mean, there's the video of like Jordan like saying, that's okay, I'll lose my apartment, and then I'll lose my job, and then you know what I mean? Like she's throwing herself a pity party that none of us RSVP'd to. Like it's on an everyday basis. Like none of us RSVP'd to this pity party, and yet we're here every single day.
Glory cannot get in a box because Glory is not who they say they are. If they get in a box and expose their voice, everybody in the Natverse, which is where a lot of us are from, will know exactly who they are. And
Then
their
use a
game will be
voice
over.
changer. Use a voice changer then. Like come on up here and tell us your side of the story. Tell us why you feel so bad for her, because truthfully there's 1,700 people in here and no one can understand your standpoint. None of us can understand it. And the reason for that is because we're not wrong. We're not wrong. Like at the end of the day, we're not wrong. Like 1,700 people showed up to listen to this tonight because the simple fact of the matter is the Penny Ferry always brings the facts. Like he's always going to bring up what's going to be able to be backed up with solid evidence. And that's why people respect him. Like that's why he's always been respected on this app.
Yeah, you have no idea. Like I've seen, like I was watching his videos before the Jordan incident, you know, and it was crazy when I get on TikTok one day and all of a sudden there's a video of Jordan, you know, like somebody I know, and it's like finally somebody, you know, somebody's speaking out, you know, somebody with a bigger following than me or my sister is finally speaking out, you know, like it's crazy. The fact that people can sit here and continue to defend somebody that is so
awful.
Yeah, we'll go with that term to be polite, you know, like I used to respect Jordan a lot, you know, because when her and my sister first got together, you know, she was like I hate to say it, but kind of like a big brother figure to me. And you know, she was a respectable person then, but nowadays it's like she just is not. No, it's just not okay.
Les Batty said it she said, you enable the addict, you bury the addict. And it's like, Glory, and to anyone else in here who supports her and says like, I don't care at the end of the day what she does with it, you know, I'm just helping a person in need. Think about this. Are you going to be okay if one day you are the person that's responsible when she takes it too far and God forbid something happens? Like, are you okay living with yourself knowing that that was you that provided that to her?
So Bluebell just commented, and they said, "Is it cool if I discuss along the stories with this?" Oh shit. So pretty much there was that story. I don't know how many of you heard it, but Jordan sat there and claimed that I stole her pew pew. Did you guys hear about that at all?
That was you she's talking about?
Yeah, that's me. I'm her ex-girlfriend Bree's brother.
Oh, yeah, she's been talking about that a lot lately.
Yeah, so let's just to clear the air real fast. I had just gotten out of a very shitty relationship, and my sister was kind enough to let me go and move in with her. So I did. We lived on the west side. It's not, the neighborhood is not a good neighborhood by any means. So her and Jordan split up. Jordan moved out. They were still on talking terms. Jordan would come over and hang out once in a while. You know, we'd all smoke and hang out and whatnot. And she left a pew pew in the kitchen and the cupboard, you know, and I asked her about it. I was like, hey, you know, what's up with that, you know? And she was like, well, it's for protection because, you know, it's not a very nice neighborhood. Like, completely understandable. And I asked her, I said, well, when you're not here, do you care if, you know, I go out and I carry it on my persons to help keep my sister safe and my niece safe? And she was like, yeah, you know, it's fine. I don't mind, bub, you know, just make sure that nothing bad happens to it. It doesn't get stolen, you know, anything along those lines. So I had it for, I want to say maybe 2-3 weeks. And then her and my sister started with their drama, I guess you could call it. And Jordan was saying that she wanted it back. So I was like, yeah, sure. You know, like, it's obviously not mine. So I'm not going to sit here and withhold it, you know, come get your stuff and just leave. Like, and so that's exactly what happened. So I don't know why she's sitting here telling people that I stole it when she gave me permission to carry it. She gave me permission to take care of it and protect my family. So where she's coming up with this I stole it ordeal is baffling to me because she literally has it. You know, I wound up getting my own. So like, why would I need yours? Like, it's a smaller caliber than what I carry myself. So like,
was this back in 2017?
This was like, I want to say it was around, probably 2021-ish. No.
Okay, the only reason I said that is because I'm sure you guys have heard her recently when those texts came out where she had like used the N-word. She was talking about that person who stole pew-pews from her dad's house. And so I didn't know. That was her. She
literally stole them. Like, she backdoored her own dad. Let's be real. She backdoored her own dad.
Did you guys see this Jason comment? Jason commented and said, I help Lisa and Jordan because they truly have mental health and it's my passion. They need help. No, you are making her mental health worse.
No, that's just making it like 1,000 times worse. Like, don't give in to it. We're trying to stop that so she can go get the actual help that she actually needs. Like,
if you care about her mental health, then pay for her to go to rehab.
Yes, offer that. Do not send her cash directly.
Or gift cards or anything but cash, genuinely.
Like, fine, if you really, really want to, but like, do it safely. Do it so it can't be used for that, because addicts will not, I'm almost 3 years sober. I'm sure there's a ton of addicts in here who know it, who can clock her behavior.
That's right. That's right.
She will not get help until she is ready herself and gets to that place. And like as much
As long
as we
as
say,
she is getting cash donations, that time is not going to come.
no, it's not coming
Yeah,
anytime
exactly.
soon. And you look at a picture from her, she always thinks that like people are, and there are people who are nasty, but it's not coming from a place of being nasty. If you look at her in October till now, she is deteriorating. It is
Rapidly.
it is scary. It is
You
fucking
could see it
scary.
in her. You could see it in the dark circles around her eyes, and how her eyes are like, I guess you could say, caving in.
And she likes to
and-
say that that's because she isn't on the depot shot anymore.
Yeah,
and I
she
mean,
turns it
forgive
into
me
the
if
game.
That's not it, because
I'm
back
not trying
in the
to
day,
be
she
rude,
used
but
to have a full face.
no, it's
you
why
know?
would she be on depot when she is not with men?
Hold on.
That makes sense.
Come on, Glory. Come on,
It
Glory.
doesn't
really
make
wants a
sense
box,
because,
then-
like, I can't say for
I'd
sure
love
or not
for
if she
Glory
was
to
on
come
it
in the
or not.
box and
But
speak her mind.
If Glory
His
really
mind,
wants
sorry,
a box,
his mind.
like have a request and I'll have someone drop.
Well, I will go
there's
ahead and
enough
drop.
room,
I
I
want to
think, for
mention
Glory.
this really quick is about her legal aid, because, that is also something that she keeps going on and on about. I'm sure everyone knows, but number one, legal aid does not take criminal cases. Number two is she would have to provide they do income, there's like an income requirement. She would have to, since she hasn't had a job, for her TikTok money, that's 1099-C. She would have to have filed her taxes. And if she's not claiming, this is just a side note, if she's not claiming all this money in donations, that's tax evasion. That's tax fraud. End of story. I think it's like there's a certain, criteria or, threshold for how much you can get in donations before you have to pay taxes on it. But I mean, at the rate that she's getting, she has to pay taxes on that. And I'm sure everyone has heard, like someone called legal aid. There's a 2-year wait list. Even if she was to be able to file a civil case against someone, there's a 2-year wait list in Ohio. So this whole thing about, the judge is going to love that. But also, can you imagine walking into any type of attorney with 100,000 screenshots talking about, oh, I want you to subpoena all of these accounts, all these records from TikTok to find out who all of these accounts belong to. That's preposterous. And I'm going to end on this, and Glory can come in if she wants, but I know from experience that on TikTok, you don't have to have a valid email to create a TikTok account. You can just put in a bogus email and it'll let you create it. End of story. So, her thinking she's going to subpoena all these records and shit to sue all these people is just, it's literally preposterous. You have to be a special kind of detached to think that that's going to work.
That's bullshit, Glory. Get up here. Quit
I'm
acting
out.
like
I'll
that.
let her get in. I don't know how to
you
get
gonna
out.
request or not? Like I have
Glory.
How do I exit
Glory,
though? Hold on.
Glory down there saying
Okay, I got it.
that
Bye, guys.
Reese talks about people's children. Let's talk about the fact that you're posting my dead family on your fucking page, you weirdo. Let's talk about that. All because I don't like Natalia? Are you fucking serious?
Hey, I'm a mod, and she hasn't asked for a box once.
Same.
How about
100%. She's a fucking coward, and it's not
Thank
even
you for telling us that. Thank
Spread
you.
love.
Thank you. You're a
Who
fucking
thinks
coward, Glory.
Spread love.
You are a coward.
She's a liar like Jordan.
She hasn't asked for a box not once.
Not
Come
even
on up,
one
Glory.
time.
Come on up.
Yeah,
You
just
said
to
you
be
wanted to
clear,
play
no
with
one
me.
Nah, it ain't Jordan
Come
because
play
she
with
gives
me.
Natalia, fucking
Oh, shit,
psychic
thank you.
Natalia, who got called out many times.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much.
you.
Yeah,
appreciate
Natalia's
that.
on my list too. But no,
Bullshit. Just so everybody knows,
She acts
just
like
to
Spread
make it
Love.
even worse, if you guys don't know about Psychic Natalia, her husband passed away Friday. May God rest his soul. And she's literally out here that same night and yesterday showing her bits. And I'm talking about bare bottom.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
I've seen people do that.
Tatas.
We've
Okay.
seen
woman who was doing readings on the toilet, so I'm not really
Yes.
surprised.
Yes, but that is who Glory rides hard for, drops her all kinds of money all the time. That's why we're here, because Glory is fake as you know what.
And then going on saying she's going to dox a bunch of people in the Nappers because we point out this shitty shit this woman does. Like, okay, like dox me, dox my family. If that's what makes you feel big at night, go ahead.
That's
You
the
fucking
only attention
weirdo.
that Glory can get is from people like Natalia.
Yes,
That's why
yes,
she's
Glory.
that
My
way.
name is Adam. My name
That's
is
the only
Adam.
reason
Adam
I said
Hoban.
Glory is Spread, because that's what Spread loves to do, is dox people. And post their dead children if anybody knows the past about Spread Love, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Natalia done told somebody, one of our other good friends that has a disabled child, that she hopes that child, you guys know what, and that child would be better off, you know what, like, yeah, vile. The woman is vile, and that's who Glory just rides so fucking hard for.
Literally said she should put her
even though people
handicapped
say you
child down.
are. Request a box.
Glory's a bitch and she's
Michelle
gonna request
Fisher.
shit.
I mean, again, that's like besides the point. She's gonna ride hard for Jordan. She's gonna ride hard for Jordan.
I blocked her. I blocked her. We're not gonna deal with that shit. If she's not gonna get a box, she can get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, my
You're fine.
point.
She's not gonna get a box. She can get the fuck out of here.
Again, my point is, Jordan, again, there's more than just like one person on this app that doesn't like you. There's more than one person on this app that's trying to call you out. There's more than one person on this app that thinks that you're a liar. You know what I mean? Like, so you can sit there and you can say like, oh, I'm being stalked. Like, this story has been told for the past 5 years. It's not getting any easier to listen to. It's not getting any, like, I mean, you might fool different people every day, but like at the end of the day, the story is getting old at this point. Like I said, Blast came up here tonight.
Hold on, I had to drop a couple of people. Hold on, I had to drop a couple of people because they're being reported, and and they had warnings. So whoever just got dropped, just know it's because you had warnings on you.
Oh man, they're working hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to go easy so that doesn't happen. But my point is like the script has been the same for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? Like I think that Blast kind of came up here tonight. Penny Ferry kind of came up here tonight and showed everybody that like it's been the same hustle, the same game for the last 5 years. It's not changing. It's not changing anytime soon. This is why the awareness pages that cover her exist, is because, you know what I mean? Like, when someone does finally realize, like, hey, maybe I've been screwed over, like, this is what you're getting screwed over with, is the same old song and dance from Jordan Paul, like, the same exact thing over and over and over again. And I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, it's not bullying. Like when I do my skits on her, it's not bullying. Like it's not bullying. It's simply just calling it what it is. Like,
no, they don't get that. Bullying would be like going directly to them, saying it to them. This is just facts. It's facts. It's not even like.
Exactly, and it's just going over the simple fact of the matter is that like Jordan's script hasn't changed much in the last 5 years. Her placement has changed, her evictions have changed, her housing has changed. But every day, like a scheduled podcast, I go in there and I see the same thing. Like, I'm just trying to get enough money, y'all, so me and my dogs aren't stuck outside. I'm just trying to get enough money, y'all, so me and my dogs aren't stuck outside. It's going to be negative 90 degrees out. I'm just trying to get enough money so me and my dogs aren't stuck outside. If 20 people could send $10, or if 40 people could send $5,
that would be
or
it
if
right
10
there.
people could send $15, like, bro, like, just because you're doing the math for us doesn't make it any... You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make it any better. Like it doesn't make it any better. So I don't know how else to say it. You know what I mean? Like I feel I made my point, so I'm gonna drop in a minute. But like the point is, Jordan, you're not. There's more people on this app that dislike you and restream you other than Top 4 Ways. She's not the only one. It's not just her and her posse, and it's not just like them making fake accounts. A lot of people are making fake accounts to come in there and try to talk shit to you. A lot of people are doing it because you are a viral sensation for all the wrong reasons right now. Sorry to say, you are basically the new Lisa Richards. When she dropped off, you came up. Like, sorry, like, and it's not in a good way. It's in a very negative light. It's in the worst light. And You know what I mean? People are catching on to you. So you can sit there and you can blame it on the victim mentality all you'd like. At the end of the day, it's the simple fact of the matter that you are a joke on this app. You're a joke on this app because you are coming up every day saying the same exact stuff every single day. Like I said, the other day when she got kicked out of her hotel, how quickly did she have that money? Like within 20 minutes, she had the money for a new hotel. And coincidentally enough, this new hotel is the same exact price as the old hotel. Did anyone realize that yet? Like, have we discovered that that's the same exact price somehow? You know, if it wasn't $40 for Gatorades and a small sandwich, and you know what I mean, like now it's $98 a day for a hotel room that's already paid for. Like, I'm sorry, Jordan, but not everyone on this app is stupid. People got you figured out, and like that's simply put what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna drop. Thank you for having me up, Penny, and everybody have a good night. I'll be out in the comments.
So Penny, I just wanted to say real quick, because I'm the one who said out there, if you enable the addict, you bury the addict. As someone who is almost 3 years in recovery myself, you can see Jordan's an addiction from a mile away. And my point was to those that do enable her, stop enabling her and start supporting her. If you really supported her as a person and wanted to see her do well and actually cared about her, you would stop putting money in her goddamn hand. That is the worst thing you can do for an addict, is put cash in their hand, because it's going to go right to their DOC every single time, and they will find a way to get their DOC every single time. If you really truly cared about her and wanted to help her, you would help her into getting into a rehab where she can get her life back and be a productive member of society, and not on here begging, scamming, and using people to put it up her nose. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of seeing people enable her, and you're contributing to her death. Let's be honest. Are you okay if the last dollar you gave her, she goes out and gets a bad bag and puts it up her nose and is no longer here? Because let's be real, that's a very, very good possibility. Are you going to be able to sleep at night knowing that you're the reason why she's no longer here? Blood is on your hands. You think you're helping her by giving her money, but you're only hurting her more.
Right. Like, don't sit there and be like, oh, like, it's not, whatever she does with it is not my, my business. No, like, you can't have that mentality.
No, you guys are contributing to her downfall. You're not helping her at all. You're hurting her. And listen, I can say it from experience, like, you are hurting her. The minute you guys stop putting money in her hand and let her hit rock bottom, there's nothing you're going to do. You're contributing to her downfall. And if you consider that helping her, there's something wrong with you. And that's all I have to say.
You couldn't have said it better. Yeah, I'm going to hop down too.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm also almost 3 years in recovery, and it's so obvious, and
you're not doing anything good for her by putting money in her hand and continuing helping her with this behavior. You're dragging her farther and farther and farther down until she hits rock bottom. And everybody's is different. Let me be honest. Everybody's rock bottom is different. But the more you continue to put money in an addict's hand, you're contributing to their downfall. If you truly, truly care about her and support her, stop enabling her and support her into getting better. Enabling and support are two completely different things. So you can't say, oh, you feel bad for her mental health, that's your passion. If that's truly your passion, you would be doing the right thing and not putting money in her hand. If you cared about her eating, you would DoorDash her a meal. You would say, hey, here's a food pantry, here's this, here's that. I can tell you, I've personally reached out to her, offered her resources for a rehab that would take her tomorrow, would fly her out to the East Coast, put her in a rehab, then set her up with after sober living, housing, a job, so on and so forth. I got blocked. So she really doesn't want the help. She doesn't want the help in getting her life on track and getting over this hard hurdle. She wants money in her hand to put it up her nose. Let's be honest.
I want to actually kind of piggyback off of what Blessed is saying. I have a post that I wrote out and took a picture of and put on my wall. Jordan said in the one video that you posted that nobody knows her story. And she's right. Nobody does know her story. Nobody knew my daughter's story either, or my nephew's. Some people make the choice to do what they're doing. Other people don't make that choice. My daughter didn't make that choice. The doctor made that choice for her by killing her, by unaliving her baby at birth. My nephew didn't make that choice when somebody spiked his stuff with something he didn't know was in it. My nephew is no longer here. He passed away at the age of 25, while a lady stood there and watched him unalive on the floor.
I'm so sorry.
My daughter ended up, when she lost her baby, they put her on antidepressants. That depressant became addicting. I struggled for years to get my daughter off of it. And here we are now. It's 5 years that she's clean. She lost everything. She lost her home. She lost her children. And now she's been 5 years clean and has a beautiful, almost 3-year-old baby boy that she's actually able to take care of and raise on her own. Nobody knows her story. Nobody, she's not going to tell you what her story is. Nobody knows why she started it. But if she doesn't want the help, she's not going to get it.
Oh, you're 100% right. And then you took the words out of my mouth. You have to want it, you have to want it and you have to be ready for it. And the more people put money in her hands, she's not going to want it. She has no reason to want it. People are continuing to enable her with money to do the drug of choice she's doing. And listen, everybody does have a story. Everybody has trauma. I'm going to say 99.9% of people that get into addiction have some sort of trauma that pre-exposes them to that. Okay, they numb the pain, they don't want to feel it, they don't want to deal with it, and they know when they get clean they're going to have to deal with those emotions that they've been numbing for so long, and that's scary.
And that was her excuse.
A life is possible. I could tell you from where I was 3 years ago, I had nothing. I lost everything you could possibly think of. 3 years later, I own my own home. I'm a mom to 3 beautiful children. It's possible. It is possible, but you have to want it and do the work. And you can't do it if people are continuing to enable you with an ability to get the drug of choice that you want. It will never happen. So stop enabling her and support her into a better path in life.
That was always my daughter's reason, was, Mom, it numbs the pain. Mm-hmm. And as a security guard, I've worked in a psychiatric unit, and 90% of the patients in there are in there for rugs. They're not in there for mental health. And I have seen a lot working where I worked. And even me crying to my daughter when I see the things that I saw wasn't enough. She hit rock bottom. Rock bottom wasn't enough either. She had to change when she was ready to change.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, a lot of addiction comes with a mental health component, whether it be anxiety, depression, PTSD, all of that stuff. So that's why you always need a dual diagnosis treatment center that's not only going to deal with the DOC that you're addicted to and detoxing you from that, but also needs to address the reason why you are using and why you've become addicted and what you're running and hiding from. And
also, I will say, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off. I will say, on the aspect of my nephew, these people who are enabling her think that they can't get in trouble. You're wrong. Because the person who gave my nephew what was given to him is in the process of being charged for it.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Like, are you, well, we didn't talk about the legal part, but, just the emotional responsibility and knowing, but you're absolutely right.
Legally, you can be held responsible too.
And that's what I said. Are all of her enablers, can they sleep and rest their head on a pillow at night knowing that maybe that last $5 that they gave her is going to contributing to her unaliving. Can you really sleep with yourself at night knowing that? Like to me, that's disgusting.
Yep. And there was many nights where I cried myself to sleep because I dreaded if my phone went off, if it was going to be a good call or a bad one.
Yep.
Yeah. So as a parent, when I see Jordan, I see my daughter, because my daughter is almost exactly the same age as she is. So I see her every time I see her live on here. I see my daughter. But I'm actually going to jump down, but I just wanted to say that this was an absolutely amazing live, and we all appreciate everything that all of you guys do. And I of those songs and dances, because I want to share the hell out of them.
I'm going to piggyback off that too and say, Penny Fairy, thank you.
made it up. I made it up here.
Thank you for your live. It was amazing. And to anybody in the chat, if you are struggling with anything, please reach out. My inbox is always open. I will get back to you as soon as
Me
possible.
too.
Don't ever suffer in silence. There is a way out. No matter how dark your day is, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up on yourself. Don't make 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 a.
This is your sign. This is your sign. We're here to talk. If you will help you get resources, there is a way. Even if you are low income, if you are homeless, there's state insurance. There's so many things, and that's what I think about. But I'm going to hop down too. I also wanted to say, oh God, I forgot. Oh yeah, I was going to say if you are the people in here who support her and will continue to and just don't care, fine. But do it. Send her gift cards. Send her resources. Offer to send DoorDash. Don't give her cash because you are contributing to her death. Thank you guys for letting me out.
Hi, Penny Fairy.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
I want to thank all your moderators because I just want to get up here for a second. I think I have a totally different perspective on it. I have been watching like Lisa and all of them that are on here, and came across you one day and absolutely love you. I think you're amazing and bring a lot of awareness. But I'm different from these other people. I know addiction. I've been in it myself. I know it's a problem. But like people are saying, we can't help her. You know what I mean? We can give resources and stuff, but until she wants help, nobody's going to help her. I don't feel sorry for these enablers anymore. I think they're stupid for doing it, and if they're that stupid, they deserve to get their money taken. You know what I mean? But I blame TikTok, and I'm probably going to get a warning, but I don't care. I blame TikTok. I'll get banned for making a damn comment on somebody's post, but then freaking they'll sit there and let these people beg for drugs all day long and nothing, and I'll report them, and it comes back with nothing. So I don't understand this world. I just don't understand it. TikTok has a lot to do with it, and they should be ashamed. But I love you to death. I think this was amazing tonight, and I want to thank all your moderators for helping me get up here.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, moderators. I don't know how to get down.
Yeah, and I want to thank all my moderators. I think someone will drop you. Maybe. All right. I really want to thank everyone for coming in. Everyone that has gifted tonight. That is such a blessing. I'm going to figure out, I want to, because I just saw how much, and that's insane. But I'm going to figure out, I'm thinking I want to do an animal shelter to make a donation to, in memory of Rick and stuff like that. So once I get that figured out, I'm definitely going to take care of that. I just really appreciate everyone stopping in tonight. I appreciate you being patient and hanging around because I had a lot of technical issues. I had my whole setup taken down, and this week I just wanted to put it back up. That's what I get for, and I can't test it. I can't like go like you can like do the fake lives like when you're on your phone, but on the computer there's no way for me to do it, so I can't even make sure everything was working. But I just really appreciate each and every one of you. You know, like I said, with the people that want to send Jordan money, the Glories and stuff like that, it's like, you know, do what you got to do, whatever. But, you know, like, again, I'd rather them do it. Like, I don't want them to do it because, you know, ultimately something bad can happen to Jordan. I mean, I'm not going to accuse her of being on anything. However, if you've been around addicts, which, you know, I lost my friend a little over a year ago, you know the signs. You know. And if you can't see the deterioration, you know, the teeth falling out. Like, I mean, there's so much. And when the lies are so, like, the addicts, they just come up with these outrageous lies that make no sense except to them. And then they'll gaslight you to just try to convince you. And you're not helping. You're not helping them. So I suggest that, you know, your friendship, if you really do care about her, is that you don't give money and you try to help figure things out. But most likely what will happen, and it's happened to other people, is they'll just get blocked, and then you'll become one of the people that a Demita of the world or one of her other mods that got blocked. That's just unfortunately the way it goes with Jordan. So anyway, but thank you all again for, that's crazy, 2.6 million likes and everything. I love you guys. I'm gonna redo the because it's my favorite out of all of them. I'm gonna do the Rick song because that one's my favorite one. We'll do that to end the night. And hold on, let's get it lined up. Let's get it lined up and just down here. All right, thank you. It was great to see everyone. Thank you. Happy birthday again, Lemonade. Who was the other one? I think it was Berries that said it was their 60th birthday, if I recall correctly. I've just seen a lot going through the chat tonight. But I think it was Berries that said it was their 60th birthday. So, if I'm correct, all right, yeah. So, happy birthday to Berries as well. Like, honestly, God bless you all. Thank you. It was good getting back in the saddle, doing these live streams. I really do enjoy them. I enjoy putting them together throughout the week and stuff like that. A lot of time it never goes into it. So like when people appreciate it and stuff like that, it just I like seeing people laugh and just enjoy themselves, and not just bring awareness to situations, but also bring a little entertainment value to the stream as well. So. Yeah, we'll end on that, and then that'll be all. So let's get that playing, and I'll say goodnight after the song is done.
Yeah. Jordan on live like Rick. Sit down quick. Whole chat look around like, where the hell Rick? Camera pan left, camera pan right, not a single paw print anywhere in sight. Used to show that dog every stream she ran. Now we vanish like smoke when the questions land. My dog's in for entertainment, that's the line she picked. But last year every life had a star and roll Rick. Now she taught to the air like a haunted house skit. Rick stop barking while the room stay lit. Ghost dog wagging in imaginary zone. Whole audience watching like a Twilight show. Like. Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking.
Prepared.
Yeah. Jordan on live like Rick. Sit down quick. Whole chat look around like, where the hell Rick? Camera pan left, camera pan right, not a single paw print anywhere in sight. Used to show that dog every stream she ran. Now we vanish like smoke when the questions land. My dog's in for entertainment, that's the line she picked. But last year every life had a star and roll Rick. Now she taught to the air like a haunted house skit. Rick stop barking while the room stay lit. Ghost dog wagging in imaginary zone. Whole audience watching like a Twilight show.
Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking to the ceiling while the comments fly. Ghost dog Rick in the live stream mix. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking to the ceiling while the comments fly. Ghost dog Rick in the live stream mix. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. Show proof when the dog don't exist. Show proof when the dog don't exist. Months back, trouble when the bite went down. Next thing you know, Rick ain't nowhere around. Story got quiet, pictures went slick, but the legend lives on in the myth of Rick. Now she point to the floor like he laying right there, but the silence in the room saying nobody share. If the camera turned just a couple more feet, that invisible part might expose the deceit. Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking to the ceiling while the comments fly. Ghost dog Rick in the live stream mix. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. Rick ain't there, but she's swearing nearby. Talking to the ceiling while the comments fly. Ghost dog Rick in the live stream mix. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. Hard to show proof when the dog don't exist. When the dog don't exist.
All right, thank you all again. You guys are awesome. Good night. Thank you for posting that. Thank you so much, moderators. You did a fantastic job. Thank you, each and every one of you, for stopping in tonight. Really, much love, much appreciation. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday night and have a blessed Monday. And I will hopefully catch you all soon. So have a good night. God bless, and take care of yourselves. Be good. Talk to you soon.